Hello students, this is Mrs. Goff. Today we're going to talk about boosting your EQ, your emotional quotient. And I told you that we'd have some strategies and techniques to help you. And so in the last lesson we learned what EQ was and why it's important. So the first strategy we're going to talk about is called grounding. And grounding can be used as a calming technique anytime you're feeling overwhelmed or angry or anxious, anytime you just need a second to ground your body, right, into your emotions. So take your emotions, process them, ground yourself, and think before we react. So the way we do this is we just, wherever we are, we can do this anywhere. Name 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. So we're using our 5 senses, and we're going in the order of what's easiest. So it's easier to see things than taste something, like if we're sitting in a classroom, or in the auditorium, or the gym before school. So let's practice this skill, okay? So wherever you are, find 5 things you can see. So from where I'm sitting, I see a chair, a table, a window, a reflection of light, and my computer. Then name 4 things you can touch. I can touch my desk. I can touch my iPad. I can touch my styrofoam cup that has my soda. And I can touch my hair. Then 3 things we can hear. Well, I can hear the hum of the fluorescent light. I can hear myself talking. And if I'm really quiet, I can hear traffic going by. And then name 2 things we can smell. So if we take a deep breath in, I can smell this freshly sharpened pencil. You know the way a freshly sharpened pencil smells so good? And I can smell the Tide detergent I use to wash my shirt. And then name 1 thing we can taste. I can taste a little bit of the toothpaste I used to brush my teeth today. Maybe for tasting, you would have to taste a piece of gum or a piece of candy. Taste is the hard one that we can't just do anywhere. Okay, so that's grounding. And the idea behind this is after you do 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste, the idea is that it has delayed your initial response to that anger or that overwhelmed situation. It has distracted your mind from that onto other things that you can use all 5 of your senses to detect. The second technique that works really well is called counting. It's just another technique that can help us calm down. So guys, this is really easy. You've been counting, since you were a toddler probably. So you can pick any starting number, okay? And then you count backwards by any chosen amount. So maybe you pick 20 and you're counting backwards by 3. So it'd be 20, 17, 14, 11, 8, 5, 2, -1. Okay? Maybe you're counting backwards from 100 by 10s. So it'd be 100, 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 0. And then since we're in math class, -10, -20, -30, -40. Really, we normally would stop at 0. The idea on this one is the bigger emotion you're feeling, then maybe the larger number you should pick, or the more complex to count backwards. So counting backwards by 10s or 5s or 2s would be really easy. It wouldn't require a whole lot of thought. But if you were to count backwards from 25 by 3, that takes a little more thought. Okay? So let's practice this. Pick any number you would like. Pick a number to count backwards from. And then let's practice this skill. I'll do 25 backwards by 3. Okay? So I would say 25, 22, 19, 16, 13, 10, 7, 4, 1, -2. Or you could just stop at 1. Okay? And that's an easy skill. You can do that in your head anywhere you are. If I have trouble sleeping at night, sometimes I do that. I know, weird, but it works. And the next technique is called progressive relaxation. Guys, this one's really, really good if you can't sleep. The idea behind this one is that our bodies are often stressed, right? Maybe we're stressed about friends, or we have all pre-AP classes this year, and we're stressed about that. Maybe we had an argument with our mom on the way to school, and now we feel bad. Whatever feeling we have, a lot of times our bodies will take that feeling and turn it into a physical stress. Okay, maybe you get a headache, or maybe you notice that you're really tense in your neck and your shoulders. So this is a method to help us relax. So here's how it works. We name the emotion we're feeling. So let's say I'm feeling anxious, okay? I'm going to name that emotion. That's anxiety or worry, okay? And we're going to concentrate that emotion on a muscle group. We tense the muscle tightly for 5 seconds, and then we relax it. We don't relax slowly. Tense real tight for 5 seconds, and then we relax all at once. And we're going to repeat that with several muscle groups. And if you do this to help you go to sleep, do it in bed and start with your head or your shoulders, and then go all the way down to your toes. And by the time you get done, you just feel all that stress leave your body, and it's really, really relaxing. So here's some ideas of some muscle groups you can do with this one. You can clench your hands. For your wrists and forearms, you can extend your arms out and then bend your hands back at the wrist. You can clench your hands into fist, bend your arms at the elbow. You can flex your biceps. For shoulders, you can shrug them, raise them up to your ears and hold it, and then release them. You can work the muscle in your forehead by wrinkling it into a deep frown. Around your eyes, you can close your eyes as tightly as you can. For your cheeks and jaws, you can smile as widely as you can. Back of the neck, press the back of your head against the floor or chair. If you're in class, please don't do it on the floor, do it on the chair. You can touch your chin to your chest for the front of your neck. For your chest, you can take a deep breath and hold it. You can do that anywhere. That's easy. You can relax your back by arching your back up and away from the floor or the chair. Stomach, you can suck your stomach into a tight knot. Hips and buttocks, compress those tightly together. Lower legs, point your toes towards your face. Then point your toes away and curl them downward at the same time. Sometimes I'll just scrunch my toes up. Like if, little babies, when you're trying to put their shoes on sometimes and they don't want it, they scrunch the little toes up. These are all muscle groups that you can use with this progressive relaxation technique. Okay, so let's practice this one. Take an emotion that maybe you felt in the last couple of days. I'm going to go with anxiety. I'm going to focus that emotion in my shoulders. So I'm going to scrunch my shoulders up toward my ears. Count 5 seconds and then relax. And then maybe I'm going to go to my hands. So I'm going to tighten my fist up for 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then relax. And then maybe I'll do it with my stomach. Put that anxiety in your stomach. Pull your stomach in. Suck your stomach in really tight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Okay? Need to, you can keep going. Your legs, your toes. Again, this is something you can do anywhere you are. Okay. These are all ways you can boost your EQ, your emotional quotient, by using your body and mind to regulate your response to emotions. And the 3 that we talked about are grounding, counting, and progressive relaxation. Okay, until next time, remember, make good choices, do good things, love one another. Bye.